Malani Padayachi and associates with co-investment from Muteng Women Investments have acquired 100% equity in Mott MacDonald Africa, the South African engineering entity of Mott MacDonald. The women behind this acquisition have been doing business for years in the civil and structural engineering consulting fields. Well, with the latest acquisition, their company is set to be rebranded MPA Mott. Well, to tell us more about this venture, I'm joined by Malani Padayachi Saman. She's the Chief Executive Officer of MPA. Thank you so much for joining us, Malan. So this is a very exciting development, especially for a 100% black female outfit in an area that's traditionally been associated with men. So what synergies are you hoping are going to come from this acquisition, and how are you hoping that it will add value to your existing operations?
Yes, it's most definitely a very exciting initiative that's currently that has just happened. In terms of the synergies that would come out of it, just to very briefly regarding the deal structure, we have acquired 100% of Mott MacDonald Africa, the local entity within South Africa, but it actually translates in terms of the local professional skills that have been playing on the international front with a global company, and our ability to be able to ensure that we actually are focusing more in a local context, but at the same time, because of the cooperation agreements and the relationships that we would have with the group, that we are actually able to leverage of opportunities on the continent. It's really exciting, I think, in terms of ensuring that as role models in a sector that has been typically male-dominated, we can actually ensure that there's a more diverse representation of females that are retained within the sector. I think that's something that's been lacking in the past, that there aren't sufficient role models to be able to ensure that there is a retention of females within the construction sector.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this deal actually elevates it to reinforce the fact that we do need a lot more females to be participating in the sector.
Look, there's a lot of talk about infrastructure investment being needed to help kickstart the economy, especially given the sort of economic impacts that we've experienced with COVID-19. So I suppose your timing is pretty good. And of course, once those projects do start coming available, you'd be in an opportune position to take advantage of that.
Most definitely, and if you can, in the context of when the deal started, obviously we had not factored in the COVID-19, the pandemic, and the COVID-19 impact. But coming out of this, most definitely, the professional skills, particularly homegrown professional skills, is what would be required in order to take us out of the recession that we're in. And infrastructure has been identified as one of those key areas. But it's also important at the same time in doing so that we create employment opportunities, but sustainable employment opportunities. And we craft a recovery plan that is actually takes cognizance of ensuring that we are not stuck in old habits and old ways, and we're actually building for the future. So this gives us an excellent opportunity to do exactly that.
Yeah. Malani, you talk about how important it is for the sector that you're in to be more diversified or more diverse. In terms of your approach as employers, do you deliberately seek out females? What sort of qualifications do your staff have, and what sort of skills do they bring to bear?
Most of them, in terms of the skill set, in terms of the staff complement, they are all predominantly professional engineers, technologists, and technicians. In terms of the diverse kind of groupings and the teams and the abilities to actually work effectively in teams, it's something that I actually recognized very early on in having founded MPA. And I must admit that has a huge advantage, particularly in the space that we play in, because if you can recognize the fact that we typically are providing consulting engineering services for communities, for the country, and in essence, it's actually a discipline that requires various skill sets. And the dynamics of teams of sort of having a 50-50 staff, gender diverse team actually adds a lot of value, because you often find in those kind of compositions, the influence that the female individual would have on a provision of a particular service, particularly where it concerns communities, is a lot more profound, because there's certainly a bit of a maternal instinct that comes to very strongly. So I think diverse teams and the recognition that these could eventually translate into projects that take cognizance of all of the social issues that we tend to face with because of the nature of the team structure. It is definitely a winning recipe, and something that I've recognized a long time ago. And now it provides me with an opportunity to translate that into a bigger entity. And I must admit that even within the newly acquired entity, there's a phenomenal team, a very good representation across the board. And it just gives you an opportunity to actually create something of scale and magnitude that can have a profound impact, not only in the local landscape, but more importantly on the continent. It's something that we're really looking forward to.
I can see the excitement on your face, Malani. Thank you so much for talking to us. That was Malani Padayachi Saman. She's Chief Executive of MPA MOT.